And joining us now is Franco Terrazzano, the Federal Director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. Franco, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Now, what is your reaction to the exemption of heating oil from the carbon tax for 3 years?
Well, with this, Trudeau is admitting that the carbon tax makes life more expensive. Now, it's good for some Canadians who will get relief for a couple of years who are using heating oil to stay warm during the winter months. But what about the rest of us, right? The vast majority of Canadians, those who are using natural gas or other forms of energy to stay warm during the winter months, they're not getting any carbon tax relief. My family is out there in southern Alberta. This week it was -10. There's snow covering the ground. It's going to cost them, the carbon tax will cost them and many families like them a bundle of money this year just to stay warm, and they're not getting any carbon tax relief. So with this, Trudeau is admitting that the carbon tax makes life more expensive. It's good that some Canadians are getting some relief for a couple of years, but the vast majority of Canadians are going to be hammered by the carbon tax this winter.
Now, premiers in Atlantic Canada seem to welcome the move. What effect will this have in the region?
Well, it will save Atlantic Canadians because many out there use heating oil to stay warm during the winter months. And let me just say, the reason that Atlantic Canadians are getting relief is because one member of Parliament within the Liberal Party, Ken MacDonald, who's out there in Newfoundland and Labrador, he listened to his constituents, he standed up for them, and he stuck with his convictions, and he voted to repeal carbon taxes. So because of his pressure, his constituents are getting relief. So now the question is, when are other Liberal members of Parliament are going to speak up? When are the Liberal members of Parliament in Ontario, in Manitoba, in Alberta, when are they going to stand up for their constituents and demand relief on the carbon tax for Canadians all across this country?
Is a 3-year pause enough to tackle the rising cost of fuel, or is there another solution that aligns with Canada's climate goals?
It's absolutely not enough. It's really not, right? Some people are going to get some relief for a couple of years. The vast majority of Canadians are not getting any carbon tax relief. And let's not forget, folks, every time you go to fuel up your car to take your kids to hockey practice, you're paying the carbon tax there. And the carbon tax is also making the grocery bill more expensive. The carbon tax costs Canadian farmers $1 billion by 2030. The carbon tax makes it more expensive for truck drivers to deliver your food to the store because they have to use diesel to fill up their big rigs. So because the carbon tax is making it more expensive for farmers to grow the food and for truckers to deliver the food, the carbon tax is also making it more expensive for families to buy the food. Now, there's a simple solution that would be fair for all Canadians, and that's just to scrap the carbon tax.
All right. Franco Terrazzano, Federal Director of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.